I'm Dan Soder.
And I'm Big J. Okerson, and welcome to the Bonfire Podcast. You can hear our full show every day on SiriusXM.
Go to SiriusXM.com/bonfire for a special offer.
And now, the Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Got a text from Anderson this morning saying the verdict in the Ferguson case was coming in tonight, and he was heading to St. Louis. The white suburbanites are in total panic, expecting riots in Clayton, which is where the courthouse is, and right where my parents live. Mom doesn't seem worried. We will see.
Damn.
Timely, Random Andy.
Random Andy getting into the big situations. Welcome back to the Bonfire. Of course, we always got to give you some Random Andy Cohen.
Some Rando Andy.
Just from his journal, just learning about the guy.
Ferguson, he goes, it's probably not going to be a big deal, but you know me, I'm a worrywart.
It's Faction Talk 103, Sirius XM. I'm Dan Soder, that's Big J. Okerson, who will be at Helium in Portland October 14th through the 16th, and then in Cleveland at Hilarities October 20th through the 30th, bigjcomedy.com. Orlando, what?
Why would you give my plugs for you?
Because I was going to ramp up to our guest.
That's just too much plug, though.
It's a lot of plug.
Because then I have to say, and then Dan is going to be.
We don't have to do that.
Then it's weird. Then it's like I'm a guest, too.
Yeah, you're right. So just say Orlando real quick.
Dan's going to be in Orlando this weekend, Friday and Saturday.
Perfect.
I don't know. The whole thing felt discombobulated.
I'm all fucked up on cupcakes. This is what happens
You
when
got
our guest...
sugar wound up. You are a child.
I am a child. I'm a giant child. Our guest will be at the Funny Bone in Albany October 8th and 9th, and then at Keller's Comedy and Magic Club in Erie, Pennsylvania, October 15th and 16th. She's our champion of America's Got Talent, and our good friend. Please welcome to the show, Gina Brillon.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
It's so crazy seeing you today, even. I've known Gina. We became friends outside of comedy because 19 years ago, 18 years ago.
Something like that in that acting class.
We took we took
we took an acting class together. Joanna Bexon.
You guys were thespians?
we were the shirt. Your shirt is blue. Your shirt is blue. Your shirt is blue. That shit. That was when we're Sean. I remember, what was that comic's name? He passed away.
Yeah,
I think,
his name was Sean, but I can't remember his last name.
I can't remember his last name, but he was the one I think he heard me make fun of his comedy before. Maybe he did. I don't. Whatever it was, we never had words of any kind. But we had the act one scene where we were arm wrestling, and it was angry at each other. And he just goes, "I swear it was happening." We go, and he goes, "They go," and he goes, "Fucking hate you, motherfucker!" Whispered it, but everyone heard it, and I just went, "Huh?" I was like, that feels so real. And she was like, good intensity, Sean. I was like, I think that guy doesn't like me for real.
Ow, you hurt me. Ow. Dude, in acting class, doing a scene with a guy that really does hate you is funny because you're like, now I have to act like it doesn't bother me that
now
you
I have to
me?
act like I know this isn't true.
Yeah.
Like I have to act like this.
I got to do some flips on this one.
But right? I had teens of years before Mom, Gina Brillon. Go to Korn concert, Gina wearing cat suits and shit.
What? Now she's coming in with cupcakes, getting me all juiced.
If she had a beef, it would have come through. It would have come through the material.
With the cat suit that she wore?
It would have. I'm not going to lie.
Damn.
Faux show.
Faux show. You came out for the Korn. We just went to a Korn show.
You did?
And Dan just wore jeans.
Yeah.
Freaking
fucking
Dan.
guy.
No cat suit for you, Dan.
I wanted to find leather with some sort of hooks on it, but I couldn't.
Dude, that was pre going on tour with Korn. So
you were just a fan at this point.
Buy tickets.
Yeah.
And it was $100 a ticket, and I wanted, mother hen me. So I'm like, I want everybody to go. And people are like, I can't afford $100 tickets. So I'm like, so I started buying, I bought a bunch of tickets, and people gave me back a little bit. I was like, everyone's got to go. But I'll tell you what, it was an awesome show.
It really was, yeah.
Where was it?
Like Roseland.
I miss Roseland. Roseland was so great.
It was just original lineup completely, everything. Yeah. It was just, they were young still. We went the other day, and because he was sick from COVID, but he has to sit down a lot on stage now.
Oh, really?
Jonathan Davis, the lead singer.
The boom boppa booing has got to him.
It does
too much boom and boppa booing.
Yeah, too big boppa boops.
Well, do you know? Because you guys have known each other for a long time. But Jay is. I get all my America's Got Talent updates for him because he loves the show. Loves the show. I'm talking about. We've had the show on the air for 6 years.
Yeah.
Every year. Every year, every season, we talk about it.
I watch every
Chad
episode.
Daniels, so many people are fans.
I watch it always.
Stern got Big J into it, I think, right?
Okay.
Were you into it before that?
I watched before that.
Okay.
I was watched before, but I shouldn't say that actually. Before he was on it, he's a person who would talk about it all the time.
So you would watch
I don't even know if that's why I watched it, other than it's like it comes on summertime when there's nothing else. Just things I don't watch. So I'm like, oh, and I could watch because I like the one. I'm a big fan, actually, of like the Vegas style acts when they have those, which they've really cut back on this year. I feel like it was too much singing now. It's too much.
There was a lot. We were actually all saying that there's a remarkable amount of singers got through. We're like, there's a lot of singers.
There's so many singers for like a show that's like not.
That's
technically
more
so
variety.
many of a singer show.
You're supposed to have like a singer. You're supposed to have like a fast magic lady, and then you're supposed to have someone that can like eat carpet.
Just some oddball talent.
Oddball shit.
Oh yeah, just when there's a weird thing that might be
this
good.
Guy can drink plastic. And you're like, "Fuck it,
Screen
show it to me."
dancing.
Yeah.
But it's funny when I watch the comics, especially the comics I know. I'm just coaching from home.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm
you
like,
and Josh,
I have like a I'm like oh I'm fucking like Heidi's not gonna get that. It's like she gets
Man.
nothing. She gets nothing.
Yeah.
and like Gary Veter used to go on the road with me, and when he did AGT, Heidi fucking stiff armed him on a joke. She's like, I don't get what does that mean? I don't understand it. And he was like, I don't know.
Well, I mean,
Those were both very good in person.
but even their ballsiest,
Trying to bring him in the room, you know.
even their ballsiest person, which is Simon, still like. I couldn't even remember what the fuck it was. Josh Blue said that he was like, "You're a bit naughty, aren't you?" Like naughty.
Yeah, a lot of that
This
stuff.
is
Like I don't know.
TV clean.
Yeah, I don't. When he said that, I was just as confused. I'm like, what did Josh say that was naughty? I don't understand.
Yeah, that's so going through the process when you did the first. When did shit get real? When was it like you? How many auditions did you do before you were like, shit?
Well, you don't wait in a line.
No,
It's like Last Comic Standing.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if you're working already, they kind of say, "Do you want to
Well,
audition?"
they had actually, for like 2 years, their producers were reaching out and were like, would you like to do an audition? Would you like to do an audition? And I was like, no, because I don't like competition shows, honestly.
Yeah.
I hate them for comics.
Stress.
For comics going
Yeah,
against
the stress is unbelievable.
And
Also, in the
comics-
variety show, the comics like the most disadvantaged act in the entire thing.
And
is
I'll
comics.
explain why, because somebody actually said it to me and it totally made sense why a comedian has never won. There was a producer, she said to me years ago the most brilliant observation about why a comic would never win AGT, and it's because a good comic makes it look effortless.
Yeah.
And you're up against acrobats
Yeah.
and aerialists and
Yeah.
magicians, and you walk up and it's effortless. You just do what you do. Nobody sees the work you do behind the scenes.
But also, 3 minutes of comedy can't garner you a standing ovation.
No.
But belting out the notes of a song well, even if you're not great, can get a
I'm
whole.
just saying, I
gets
got a
a
few
whole.
standing ovations, but I
No.
feel like two or 3 minutes of comedy is deceitful because you can look like a brilliant comic in 2 minutes, and then when you're asked
Sure.
to do more time,
Yeah.
is when that's why you've seen certain. I feel like some comics that have auditioned are like, I'm gonna make it through, and they have about 5 minutes of material, and it's like, no, you're gonna be expected to do more.
Well, am I wrong in saying? Because I called this year. I was like, I feel like the audience at this point, like when it gets to a certain level, it's standing ovation or not standing ovation only. There's no between. What's funny was when you could see a few people like undecided when it's an emotional thing, but they don't want to
Yeah.
go. And that was a funny. I think Michael Winslow got one of those where he didn't really do very well, like with the audience, but like. They saw how much they are all giving him the respect of like he's the guy from
Yeah.
Police Academy stuff.
It's my sensei.
They're watching like the middle. That was the first time it wasn't like an immediate because they know when they're going to do it, and they're like, "All right, Max over," and it's like all uniform, like they stand up and clap. And then Michael Winslow had one where some of the people were like, "Oh, we're doing this."
Yeah.
It's this one? We're doing this one?
Oh, we're jumping
Okay,
up.
yeah.
Oh,
Well,
I thought this was a clear sit down. We're jumping
I
up.
felt like he talked about it in his little like movie thing they show before his set. He was just a nervous wreck the whole time. Like just so anxious the entire time. I mean, we all were, but I felt like with him, he was very verbal about just how nervous he was about everything.
Was he making a lot of noises to tell you he was upset? He's like, weep.
He goes, "I know what you guys. Yeah, he goes, I know what you guys are thinking, right? You're thinking I'm acting like a little bit of a."
I go, Michael, I'm sorry. I swallow swords. I need to think about my act real quick.
There was that danger act, the guy with the oh god, his name is Matt, English dude. he had the chainsaw.
Oh yeah,
that gave me a heart attack every time he did it.
Did you get to witness Terry Crews backstage being surprised by little things? He seems to be like, oh man, they putting candy in. Look at that, craft services.
He just says nothing actually.
Hang out with Terry.
He just says nothing actually. He just like a band's playing and he looks at the camera and he goes, "That's music." He's informing you of what exists.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Just hanging out with Terry Crews, discovering stuff. It's gotta be a fun day.
You probably see Terry for like 3 seconds backstage. It's like just before he goes on stage, they usher him backstage, and then he goes on stage. But he's very friendly to us during that 3 seconds.
I found
magic.
He goes, I found a pocket on the inside of my jacket.
Oh man, I really and son of a bitch, the magicians who Shin Lim a couple years ago. Unreal.
Yeah, unreal.
Motherfucker, he's good. I saw him in an airport and I was like a little girl. I was like, hey, I really love your
We're
magic.
establishing the villain of the story.
We are.
We're establishing the...
We are, because I saw this through this guy's fucking crock of shit from the get-go.
Did you really?
Okay,
so let me ask.
You could probably find it on the show when he came in and talked about it.
First week.
So how did you see it? Because I feel like nobody saw through him in a lot of ways.
I still think nobody has.
How did you see it? Because there was a couple people online that have commented like the same thing. Like he comes across as a phony. He comes across as this. Like, what was it that triggered it for you?
Answer this, because I just got so many questions.
I don't know. It's the person. To me, it's the thing. I said the worst person in the world to a friend is a buddy who got in trouble for like cheating or something, and then keeps announcing publicly that he doesn't do stuff like that anymore.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it seems like he's making up for something every day when he starts this thing, because everything's like, the day these 2 children. It's like,
you gotta understand.
You would never believe. Here's the thing. You can't sell something to me. You can't sell something to me like, because I go, keep a camera in your house all week when you go, shut the fuck up there. Like, he makes it seem like he never does that. He goes, every step you take, baby, is another miracle from God.
When I wake up in the morning, after I've beaten my wife without mercy,
She's learned her lesson.
I open the dungeon door, and I yell down the stairs. I say, if you didn't learn, I'm going to teach you again, and this time it's going to be with a weapon.
The amount of moisture coming from your mouth is so on point.
I hate it.
Is this your card? Anyway, is this your card?
It's just check your pockets. Now open that piece of paper.
His last one was a menagerie of...
What does it say on that piece of paper? Does it say you're allowed to eat? No, it doesn't. Then you stay down in the dungeon. Yeah, dude, that's all it was. ASMR.
Yeah, he was all slurps. I say he's running out. I say he's running out. He's got no more family members to talk about.
Well, that's kind of all they push a certain side of everybody's story, honestly.
Sure.
Like, everybody has, like, they find out what your life is like, and then they ask you questions accordingly, because and Tom Cotter said this to me. He said, you're in the interview longer than you're on stage.
That's
so
crazy.
They're pushing the story more than they're pushing the talent. They want you to have like a backstory, but they pick their things, and I think at some point we were all like, if we got to hear about how he adopted those kids, like
dude.
all of us were like,
we on that. Gina's parents, we collected cans all day to put Gina through stand-up comedy university.
Bob Hope.
Gina's like, I had to breastfeed my sisters because my mom had to work 68 hours a day.
There's footage of me selling oranges on the highway.
Gina, just you on the Bronx Expressway.
Gina will breastfeed her sisters.
Do you guys want me to wake up my wife?
Oh my God.
You gotta understand. I'll go. A lot of times.
Fucking little stinker comedy.
He goes, "Oh, I'm such a crazy magician that I take my son's food money and I lose it at the tracks. But I've learned my lesson." Yeah, dude, the forced corniness.
Simon, just say a number for me.
At what point
Eight. That's the month that we got my first son adopted.
That's the amount of nipples.
His brother.
That's the amount of nipples that we found on my daughter, because she's a Chinese river baby. Due to anti-natal laws in China, a lot of women were thrown in rivers, and so I went fishing with a net, and I found my 2 daughters.
Oh my God, I can't.
Their names are Salmon and Halibut. I fished them out the river. Yeah,
This is disturbingly accurate. Disturbing.
We watched the clip of him. Yeah.
Oh, God.
The lip smack. Did you? So when you're backstage, at what point does it become like the camaraderie become real? Because it's a giant fucking.
Yeah.
It's a giant competition. When does it get whittled down to where you're like seeing the same people? You're starting to.
When we got to the top 10, honestly, like. Because before then it was
that's very little of the show. You're going through a lot before that.
There's a lot before that, and there's a lot of people that like I remember even from my audition. We were filled in this room. They had us held up in this room, and everybody wearing masks, and there was hundreds of people just.
Did
in
you
this
see
room.
some real fucking weirdos? It's like it's like a bus stop.
Oh yeah, there was like people dressed up in
like a bus
it
depot.
really is.
You're like a bus
The lady
depot.
dressed up in tinfoil.
Was there a shark person? Like, hey. It's not so much when he performs as much as he's sitting there. He's like, what's up? He goes, you from here? He goes, no, St. Louis, actually.
Yeah, he goes, oh, my brother's actually from Cincinnati. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
He goes, I just spent some time
Wait,
in
there's an audition today? What's going on today?
He goes, I'm trying to get a...
Yeah, I'm going to do the shark thing. So so you guys kick it here.
I'm like, I do a thing where I'm like, baby
There was,
shark.
there was a lady that just before I went up for my audition, like 2 people before me, she was dressed in all black.
Yeah.
And she was playing some weird harp thing terribly.
Yeah.
And I heard the first X. And it was so deafening. I was like, if they do that during my set,
my
I'm
God.
going to full out bawl. I'm going to cry my eyes out.
Well, they crushed. What's his name? Kabir. They fucking buried. And then, dude, and Simon. The fact that Simon's reaction was the thing. I've actually threatened and maybe hit somebody in my life over is going like, just trying to help out the show, dude.
Yep.
It's like, you think a jarring, screeching noise, when I have 40 seconds left,
40
is
seconds.
Gonna save it?
It's like, it's such an
Do you feel
awful,
it? Can you feel it in your bones?
She
You
got
could see it in
all
him.
4 of them X'd her. All 4 of them. I don't even think they showed
the harp
audition.
lady.
Yeah. I don't even think they showed it. It was just the most deafening thing, and just hearing it, I was like, please, anything. I said, I don't care if they say that I suck, just anything but that sound during my set. Anything but that. Because during comedy, like, how you can't ignore that sound. Nothing drowns it out.
Were you on that episode? Was it the episode you were on when they got Kabir? When they did it?
No, Kabir's episode was, I think, before mine was filmed for the semifinals or something like that. Anyway,
because that night, I don't know if Simon was on one, because he did, not only did that, him in the middle of that, he hit the X while these 3 dudes, now granted, it's a slow act, so I will say that, but when they do the things they do, they're pretty awesome. It's these 3 brothers.
Argentinian dudes.
Yeah, these Argentinian. And so it's like they do these crazy like long setups.
They're Colombian.
These long setups, but then eventually it's like a guy's like holding a man up in the air by his head, and the other guy's standing on his feet. And so it's nuts.
It's super dangerous.
While they're doing that, Simon just goes, he goes, it's not really growing. This act is not really growing on it all. He goes, you can't. You almost killed a guy. Like, it's crazy. Yeah, the guy, you see, because all their motions are very like very slow and like methodical. And he's like,
don't like it. Faster, better, stronger. Did you, when you were, there they are. Here the guys we're talking about.
Yeah. Those dudes are.
So when you're like backstage and there's just hundreds of people, are you like, what the fuck am I doing here?
You know what? I think not in that moment, because I was trying so hard to control my nerves. I was literally just like.
Was that Radio City, right?
No, it was in
LA.
Pasadena.
Okay.
So we went to the Pasadena, I think their Civic Center or something like that. It's a giant stage. And I was backstage just before going up, and there's all these acts backstage. And all I kept thinking was, just get through these 2 minutes. Just get through the 2 minutes. Just get through your set. Mm-hmm. Whatever happens, that's it. You did your set, and you walk away knowing that you came here, you did the show, that's it. Whatever happens. I was like trying to think of just one step ahead, as opposed to trying to think of so many steps ahead where I was making myself nervous.
Yeah.
I was like, just get through your set. This is just a show. Treat it like it's just a show.
Now I want you to check your pocket. Right there.
oh, dude.
Even
the thing, it's always like, now you bring up a good word there, give. If you could all just give just a little bit.
I want to give somebody my cool clothes.
I wish I could give somebody my cool clothes.
That was the dumbest
My
shit.
cool clothes. And then that fucking dweeb kid came on the stage like,
You
your
have
cool
no
clothes?
He was like, I got cool clothes.
Are you wearing my Carhartt jacket?
You guys like tight-fitting sweaters? For someone with a sunken chest?
Hope corduroy's in season. You want some of my cool clothes?
Some of these cool clothes.
Were there people? Did you have other villains on the show? Were there people that you didn't like?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody else, I pretty much got along with. Like,
Did he not get along with people? Come on, Gina. This is comics. We're just comics.
We're just comics. We're just talking.
We're just like at the table at this
Okay.
hour.
No one listens to this show.
No one. Truck drivers.
I believe attempted friendship with everybody.
Okay.
I don't know who did or did not. I personally didn't take to it. I just didn't. I stayed away from him. I mainly just stood to myself and talked to the people that I like to talk with because I was like, there was always something about his energy that bothered me.
The guys had a baby, and he's like, that's cool. He goes, I adopted because there's so many babies who need it. It feels like he's that guy.
100%.
Oh, good for you.
100%.
I have rescue kids.
Oh, that's pretty cool. You use a pussy puppy mill.
To the point where, like, even some of the staff was like, just kind of like, ugh, with every time he talked because
when I hold
like,
my baby, I can feel her heartbeat. And you're like, dude, she's FaceTiming you. Just answer.
Is it almost lunch break because I have to shit?
Oh, every time I shit, I feel like I give birth to something else in the world.
It's me getting rid of my negativity
Now,
logs.
sometimes what I'll do is I'll poop and then I'll dig through it and then I'll go, is this your number?
I can't with you guys.
I've gotten hepatitis A over 14 times.
Clean off some of this doo-doo. Wait, what's that? Is this your card?
Look what it says. Solid. God knew I was going to have a solid poop.
When a guy does even magic, it's pretty cool.
I love the audience. Oh, after that, I'm sorry, I can't.
When he does he does tricks where it's like, I'm ripping up this picture. It's together again. And it's just like all those things where you're like, he's not doing... If his magic was holy shit besides I would not have such a problem with it. It's 100% horseshit story tells, and then he just goes, and then by the end of the day, it was just like 3 random numbers. That's the birth or the day that we adopted my other kid.
But what if you finish with like, now Simon believes he's a chicken, and I won't let up. That's the rest of his life. I'm a wizard.
I think there was one night where we all tried to there was nobody that wasn't getting along. That was the thing.
Sure.
Like, it was like you just hung with the people you wanted to talk with more.
Sure.
Like, I didn't care for him, but I wasn't like a dick to him or anything. I was just like, hey, I'm going to roll with these two because I'd rather talk to them.
I like that Gina kicks it with weird, like the 6-year-old opera black girl. Just you and her out to brunch every day. Girl.
What do you
hey,
think?
Victory, how's life?
She goes, these white judges are tripping.
She was
They tripping, girl.
I know she wouldn't. There's no reason for her to win, really, the thing. But she
should.
Maybe the most talented, proportionally for their age that I've ever seen on that show.
And I'll be honest with you, still very much a little girl.
Yeah.
Like, that was the most rewarding thing, was seeing her mom backstage with her, and they were like playing cards and they were like doing kid stuff. And she's very much still this little kid that's just like, I'm just gonna go up and I'm gonna sing and I'm gonna have a good time and then I'm gonna leave.
Did you get to meet Cody Lee?
Not really, because he was
fucking rules.
He was
Cody Lee?
ushered in and then kind of ushered out.
Oh, the champ.
Yeah,
dude.
Yeah, kicking whale.
Yeah, he can. He's amazing.
I
wanted to
and
meet
then he
him.
fucking wails.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? And then, the one when we watched the video of.
He was the America's Got Talent last season.
2 seasons ago. But what's the girl he was singing with?
I don't know. But
Leona Lewis.
Oh, he was singing with Leona Lewis when?
This is 2 seasons ago, and like what's funny is like they just did the song together, and she's looking at him when they're singing this duet together, where it's like. She's thinking about it.
Really?
She's going like she's
ready to risk it all.
Can sing, and then as soon as it gets over, and he goes right back to like, "Yay, we're playing musics!" She's like, "Oh my god, that's right. I have to like take care of him."
You know what's funny about that is if you were Gina talking about the waiting room.
Oh yeah.
When you're in a waiting room like that, and then you see a kid like him, and you're like, I wonder what superpower you have.
It's something exactly.
When you're
He's
back
like,
there,
I would have believed just as much. He goes, Cody Lee is going to lift this entire theater.
You know what I mean, though? You're in the waiting room, and he's just screeching, and you go, all right, let's see what you got, kid.
Oh, dude, him and his mom's thing is so adorable.
It's
He's so
cutest.
talented. He's so good.
Yeah.
He's remarkably talented, like
one of the most
unbelievable.
I called him episode
stories.
1.
Yeah.
I called him episode 1. I was like, there's no, good luck anybody else. It's over.
But then again, that's what they were saying this year about acts like Jimmy. They were saying that, like, that was what one of the things the show did, where it was like, I felt like every week they were like, nobody's gonna beat this person, nobody's gonna beat that person,
nobody can defeat.
And it's like, nope, now it's this person. It's like, first it was Aiden, then it was Jimmy, then it was Brooke, then it was like, you're not gonna beat this person. It's just they try to throw you, and we were all kind of like,
they had a Native American girl who could sing and had black ass.
Yeah.
She was ready for
Brooke
the. She
is
was
my
ready.
friend. Me and Brooke and Jimmy are actually, we like have a text chain going. Like Jimmy Hurrah. The guy with the really high voice that sings like Broadway style.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's got Mr. Glass hair.
Yes, he's got
They call me Mr. Glass.
Yeah, but he sings as like a motherfucker, too.
He is incredible. And me, Brooke, and him became like the three musketeers.
Really?
Yeah, all three of us. We would always hang together, and they would confuse me and Brooke all the time, which is ridiculous. We do not look alike. We were just both like the brown and beige girls on the show.
Yeah.
So it got to the
Close
point.
enough. I'll rape you.
Yeah. Well, Simon wants to see you tinkle. I'm a Simon.
Brooke, I'm Gina. Goes, whatever. Simon wants to watch somebody pee.
Yeah, well, the magician's got to get fed somebody. That old magic creep's asking to do a trick, so we got to give him somebody.
Oh my God, Josh would love this because he hates magic. Josh Blue hates magic.
Really?
I love magic. I just didn't like his magic. Look, same thing I said when I saw Chris Angel in Vegas. I was like, I thought I was going to see him do all like the, hey, give me your cell phone. It's in this glass, because he would do that on TV. It's in a beer bottle now. I just smacked your phone and it's in a beer. That's awesome. It wasn't that. His whole thing was like, look at Cirque du Soleil, people, and now I'm over there. Like, that was it. He's like, you think it's me over there? But look, and when a bird flies, and maybe I'm over here now.
Like a fucking Bugs Bunny cartoon.
And it was also enough of a thing where it's like, I think at least like, well, for sure. Not even I think. It was done so bad that you couldn't even believe. It's like, well, it's clearly just they have a bunch of people wearing like Chris Angel wigs with similar bodies. Just like, it's just not him every time.
And I'm here.
And that final one, and then he's going to come out of like, like a nomad robe. And it's like, I was here the whole time. He goes, you were only there. And this is the 7th time you've done this thing. While Cirque du Soleil people do trapeze shit, man.
Your outrage is absolutely justified.
Walk on water. We paid for this one.
I want you to scare people. Mind freak.
There's no mind freak whatsoever.
My mind is not freak.
Yeah, you're not freaky at all. You're mind dull.
And then again, anything I check out. See, danger acts.
Yeah.
So listen, where it requires aim and shit, and they're genuinely doing it, is pretty fucking scary. I just never ever buy the fucking like, and if I don't do that, this chainsaw is going to swing loose and chop me in half.
We need more deaths
I just go,
in order for that trick to
no,
work.
it ain't. The odds of this never happen.
There's a save. You're like, there's a save.
You're just at home. You're at home. You're like, that's a union gig. Anybody gets injured, they're fucking.
Not a fucking chance.
Their insurance.
But that one time, the guy, it's one of the funniest videos. You have the guy getting shot in the throat with the arrow.
My God.
Oh my God! Please bring that up.
That was 2 seasons
ago.
ago.
No, I cannot.
It's so funny. His wife shoots him right in the throat. He's like,
well, let's take a break and come back. We got to take one more break.
like, okay.
And then we got Gina Brillon for the rest of the hour.
So many goddamn reads.
Yeah.
We are loaded
Make sure you
down.
check out Gina's special, The Floor is Lava, streaming on Amazon Prime.
You have more than one special on Prime, don't you?
Yeah, I have 2. The Floor is Lava and Pacifically Speaking.
Learn your Brillon, dude.
All right, fine. How about you learn about her podcast, Mess in Progress, a Homegirl's Guide to Self-Help, available on iTunes.
All right, that one I was unaware of.
Yeah, so
I knew about the unmentioned Amazon Prime thing. The podcast news to me.
We're going to be right back. It's the Bonfire.
You've been listening to SiriusXM's Bonfire. New episodes every Tuesday through Friday mornings and full shows always on SiriusXM.